today we have with us Mrs. Damayanthi Garu, a retired IAS officer and a cancer survivor who is here to share her story with all of us. Namaste, Andy.
Namaskaram, Shilpa garu.
Yeah. So, Damayanthi Garu, when was it that you first detected that you had cancer?
I had a lump in the breast. So I went for screening. Then initially, previous year I had gone for screening, but they said it is benign. Then one of my friends suggested that I should go for digital mammography and core needle biopsy. So I went to KIMS, Dr. Raghuram. Then he had examined me, physically examined. Then I had mammography, ultrasound, and core needle biopsy.
Okay.
Then they found the lump was been malignant.
Okay.
Then I had the treatment.
Okay. What was the first emotion that went through your mind when you found out?
I actually, most of us go there with the thinking that it may not be, just rule out. So I went alone. Initially, it didn't sink. Even the surgery, first treatment didn't sink. Later, it really, then it was
Okay.
difficult and challenging. However, the doctors, my family, friends were all very supportive. So I could complete my treatment and then come out. And
Wonderful.
everything is behind me.
Fabulous. And what is triple assessment?
Actually, 90% of women have lumps and we don't know whether it is benign or lump. Triple assessment is very, very essential for clear diagnosis. Triple assessment means clinical examination by a specialist doctor,
Okay.
then mammography and ultrasound, and ultrasound guided core needle biopsy of a piece from that is taking out a small piece from the lump
Okay.
of the breast.
Okay.
So this is called triple assessment. This gives a clear diagnosis, that is whether the lump is a benign or a malignant.
Okay.
So women need to know, have the women who have lumps, need to have the triple assessment done.
Okay.
And if it is benign, the doctor also won't need surgery. So
Correct.
doctors will tell them very clearly what is the course of action. If it is malignant, then they would require counseling, breast conservation, counseling on breast conservation, stages of cancer, then side effects like hair fall, then how to manage, how to cope, and also types of treatment like surgery, chemo, radiation, and if required, hormonal therapy.
Okay.
So, counseling is very essential not only to the patient but also to the family.
That's
for the
right.
simple reason that cancer, breast cancer, not only affects the mind and the body of the patient but the whole family, the spouse and the family.
That's correct.
It also helps them to understand the stages of treatment. It helps them to understand the sequence of the treatment,
The support they have to give
the support
patient.
to have to give, and the side effects, hair fall, because hair fall is something which women are not prepared.
Correct.
So they would be mentally prepared. It helps them to understand, well, be informed of the process of treatment and also better prepared.
Okay.
More important, better counseling gives lot of courage and helps the family also to give required support to the family.
Absolutely. And what is breast conservation?
Breast conservation is earlier days, mastectomy, that is removal of the complete breast was done. But now breast conservation is also a very good option. It is very important as most of the new cases detected are among the women below 50 years.
Correct.
And for them, breast conservation is very important. Breast preservation is very important after the completion of the treatment for their well-being.
Yes.
They feel good.
Absolutely.
So, for this, doctors will examine the pros and cons of mastectomy and breast conservation. They need to explain, she need to understand the pros and the cons and take a call whether breast conservation is possible,
Needed for her?
needed, no, is possible,
Okay. First it's...
and whether she would like to go for it,
Okay.
and then take a call.
Okay.
And proper counseling the patient on the breast conservation is very essential, because people may not know that there is an option
Yes,
available.
now it is a new way to
Yeah, new
make
way.
the woman feel good.
And also younger population will feel more comfortable.
Absolutely.
And when breast conservation is done, it is very important to preserve the shape of the breast.
Okay.
This could be done by good oncoplastic surgery,
Hmm.
so that the part removed is covered by the oncoplastic surgeon.
Okay.
And the woman feels normal.
Yeah.
So,
What are the most important things that you would like to tell women, in regards to breast cancer and breast health?
so far as breast health is concerned, many women have lumps. So they get worried that it is whether it is breast cancer. It is very important to have the triple assessment done by having the clinical examination of the breast,
Yes, that you
followed by
mentioned.
mammography, ultrasound, and ultrasound guided core needle biopsy to rule out that it is not cancer.
Okay.
If it is not cancer, not all of them need surgery.
Correct.
So that fear would be. Only 10% of them, as statistics say, only 10% of the lumps are breast cancer. So are malignant. So the ones who have breast cancer need counseling on stages of cancer, stage of the cancer, with the first stage, second stage, third stage, stages of treatment, and also types of treatment she would be given, that is chemo, radiation, surgery, and after treatment, after all this, whether hormonal therapy is required, all this,
Yeah.
and the duration that would take, side effects of it, the diet she would have to take, and the support family needs to give.
Okay.
All these will help the family to be prepared. This is the second counseling. Third is, while regarding the surgery, the doctors, she should know the option of breast conservation. She should find out whether mastectomy alone is her option or breast conservation is possible for her. If
Along
so,
with
while removing the malignant tissue
Yes.
by wide local accession. So after that, while doing the breast conservation, it is also important to go to a doctor who can do
a good job.
good job actually of the
Oncoplast.
oncoplastic surgery, so that the
Oncoplastic surgery.
breast shape is maintained, her breast is protected,
Right.
and she feels normal after the treatment. That is very essential for the well-being of the patient.
Okay.
And with all this, faith in the God, faith in the team of the doctors, family support is very
Most
essential.
important.
So
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your experience. And one word of courage that you want to say to people who might detect, having cancer.
have faith in God, have faith in the doctors, have strong family support.
And
God
regular
Regular checkups.
checkups.
Regular
That's
checkups.
most important.
Yes, regular checkups is very important.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you very
Damayanthi
much.
garu.
Thank you.